Hello, my dark ones. I hope my video finds you well. Today I'm doing something different. I know a lot of people ask me how to manifest things and literally how to attract what we want in our life. And I know a lot of people struggling with money, wealth, and abundance in the moment, especially before Christmas and New Year's. There's so much things that you want to buy, so many things that you want to give as a presents to people around you. So I feel it's going to be interesting video about how to manifest abundance and how to manifest wealth and how to attract money into your life. I'm going to be using like a little bit different kind of ritual. This is a spell or a ritual that I'm going to be showing you. This is something I picked up along my travels. This has gypsy magic in it. This has tarot. It has literally like everything. And I show you step by step how do I manifest abundance, what do I do, like my practices. I hope it's gonna help you. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna be sharing I think some info in the description box below, so make sure to check it out as well. And let's start. So literally this is a money ball. So I have two balls here, so for you not to get confused, this is the ball that I'm going to be using for actually like creating the fire aspect of the ritual, and this is the ball that is actually going to be the money ball. This ball should be placed on your altar or kept somewhere when you want to attract your money. So for example, if it's at work, you can place it at work next to your laptop, computer, or the place that you work, especially if it's not seen by others. If it's seen by others, I would recommend for you to keep it at home, maybe next to your wallet, or put your wallet at night next to this money ball to charge it as well. And the best way to manifest money, it's when you work with copper. So if you have copper ball or brass is the next one, this is going to be the best ball for you to use it for money ball. There's only going to be dry ingredients, so don't feel bad for using something beautiful. If you have, it could be a beautiful bowl. Actually, the more expensive the bowl, the better, because everything that you're using into your ritual, because you're attracting abundance and money, it should be high-end quality or something antique with rich history, or something that has like energy of abundance in it. So whatever you have might work as well, but make sure it never touched food. It was never used for any other ritual, and other people didn't give it to you. You have to buy it yourself, or you have to get it as a present from someone that you really trust, because this is something that's gonna be literally touching the physical ingredients that's gonna go into your spell. So it should be with good intentions and with good positive energy and with the energy of the abundance. Before we start, I want to cleanse both of these bowls and cleanse the energy. And for this, I'm going to be using cinnamon sticks. I know you guys see a lot that I'm using cinnamon sticks for almost everything I do, because cinnamon is actually has the energy of wealth and abundance, and it's cleansing energy as well. So it's actually very positive, amazing energy. And because it's cinnamon, it's something that you can consume. It's always good because it's natural. And it's safe to use, so when you inhale like smokes, it doesn't like bother you much. And I really like cinnamon for abundance rituals for sure. I'm using a few drops here of orange essential oil, like orange, because orange, you can use lemon, you can use anything citrusy, grapefruit oil, anything that has citrus to it. I just like put a few drops here on top of the cinnamon sticks. Like literally just like a few drops, because any citrus out there, it resembles the sun. When we talk about abundance, we always want something that represents sun, because sun comes with abundance. It's giving life, it's fertile, it's always there. So it's the representation of day. So we want to attract money during the day, and that's why I'm using the citrus oil. And I'm also, for this ritual, I will be using 3 gold candles. I love using golden candles for abundance rituals. It could be gold, silver. You can combine them. And if you don't have gold or silver candles, I know you guys magical. You are all who's watching, you are gifted and powerful. So if you don't have any specific ingredient, ask your deities, ask tarot cards, ask your pendulum, what you can use instead. You can change this ritual, you can make it more complicated or easier for you. It's just, this is just the guideline that I'm giving to you, and there is so many other things that you can try yourself. So these candles, I'm gonna be starting them. And this is the beginning of the ritual. So literally I'm lighting the ritual on fire. I'm using 3 because 3 is the number of divine reflection, it's the number of mastery, it's always a help of physical aspect and spiritual aspect and the help of the divine. And it doesn't matter which divine you are attracting, if it's an infernal divine or if it's any ancient god, it's still fine. The candles are up, and now I'm taking my cinnamon stick and I'm literally just like setting it on fire a little bit. It's like to cleanse, to go into the mood. I think for me, burning sticks, cinnamon or sage or any herb or anything, I really like fire element, and I love to incorporate fire into my spells and rituals all the time. And that's where I always do it. So make sure that you burn, if you can see, everywhere where there is essential oil. I want to merge essential oil with the cinnamon together and set it on fire, all of it. And like literally now, if you see that the fire is strong, it means the ritual gonna work. It means there is strong energy, and this is one of the omens that you can say if the fire is strong and nice, and look how much smoke is coming out. So the ritual is gonna work for sure. So you can put some fire into your bowl. And during the ritual, try to be in your comfort zone. Try to start when you're actually feeling good. Try to start your ritual when you're feeling that you have a lot of power. Don't do any spell works on rituals when you feel sick or you feel like lonely or you don't feel good. Don't put any negative energy into your work. I'm literally cleansing the bowl. And you see the smoke is coming, so it means the spirits are here. The ritual is going to be blessed. And it's a very good omen. For all of you watching, if you don't have access to anything at the moment, but you want to be part of this ritual, I do recommend you just to feel the energy, just to imagine yourself present, sitting next to me, and I do this ritual for you. Take in what resonates. And you know, one of the best ways to actually connect to any ritual or spell, it's actually be involved in any way. So I'm going to be using a sigil. So if you can buy the same sigil and place it next to you in a room or in your wallet or in your pocket, somewhere where you work, or even as a background for your phone or computer, it's also going to be like you are taking a part of this ritual as well. Before I'm going to talk about the sigils or any other way you can participate in the ritual, first I'm going to ask who is going to be helping us. Of course, I'm going to use the power of demons because they work faster than angels or gods. So we really need fast results because Christmas is very, very soon, literally like a few days away. And I'm asking which demon is here to help us. If you work with specific deity, you should use their powers always. You don't have to be using the demon that's gonna come now. If you don't know who to use, this is a good advice for you. So whichever demon gonna come, maybe this is the one that you should connect with for the ritual. Okay, Azazel reversed. He doesn't want to work with us. Azazel actually not very good for abundance rituals. Baal, always a no. I think Baal more used when you try to come into your power or when you're manifesting something like a revenge, something in the court or protection. Belial. This is interesting because Belial, he's actually, if you read the meaning of the card, He's the one who distributes promotions and in high offices. So he's the one who actually helping with money that coming from work. So if you're working on something, if you already have a job, or if you want to work online, so he's actually the one who wants to help you. And causes one to be liked. So being liked by many people is actually always a good positive thing, because usually abundance comes from people. We always need money that coming from our work. So your boss is going to be the one who's paying you if it's online, from people who order in your things that you do, your objects, or your readings if you want to be a reader as well. So he's the one who's going to be helping us. I'm going to be leaving him here. So I'm manifesting his help. So for you guys, if you pull someone else, you still can continue with the ritual. It's going to be okay. It doesn't matter who you actually work with. Whoever comes, this is the most important. So the first thing I want to do during the ritual, I have this dry slice of orange that I cut myself and I dry it under the sun myself. If you have it, or if you have maybe orange peel or anything that represents like citrus, you can always put it in the bottom of your bowl. So I want to have it there because to me it represents the sun, so the energy of the sun, connection with the sun, so the money will come during the day. So because you're manifesting something that comes from the things you do, from your work, from your online business, from your office, from any type of work that you do. And if you want to create new source of income, it also should be from the day. So something that comes from you, from the things that you already do, or the things that you want to do in your mind. Another thing that I want to put there is runes. These two runes, they actually, this one represents wealth and abundance, and it's going to be there. This one is, it's the action. It shows what needs to be done in order to achieve the results. If you guys don't have these runes, you can just like draw them on a piece of paper, these exact runes, and put these pieces of paper inside of your bowl. They work the same, it's just as simple. Then I'm placing bay leaf into the bowl. On your bay leaf, you can write the names of people that you're doing this ritual, because you can add a few names like your friends or your family, or just you. You can add specific, for example, name of your job. You can add specific things that you ask, or even specific amount of money if you have. Like, for example, if in your mind it's $1 million, write $1 million US. Make sure that you put the currency that you want, because sometimes universe likes to trick you. They might send you like 1 million any other, like not US dollars, that actually going to be equal only $200. So make sure you write something that you want, and it's be very specific. And when you're done writing it, set it on fire, just the tip of it, just a little bit, just to connect with the ritual fire, and put it in your bowl. Another thing that I have, remember I talked about sigils. So when it comes to abundance, in order to receive money coming to you, you have to spend money first. There should be, for example, you need to buy a specific bowl that costs a lot of money, and you need to buy the ingredients. I'm using all the ingredients that I already have in my home, but in abundance ritual, there is always should be something that you spend money on. Otherwise, nothing gonna come back to you. It's like an action. It's like you spending money in order to receive more. For me, the easiest way to spend money for the ritual is actually to buy sigils, because I know the sigils that are actually made from people who are gifted at making sigils and who can put their dark, crazy energy into sigils. They usually the ones that gonna work. I always buy my sigils from Seth Alchemist. I'm gonna have his link in the description box. And this is sigil that he created for abundance specifically. I have it printed on a piece of paper. It could be white or black. I prefer black. And when it printed, fold it. You can fold it 3 times, 4 times. It's all about your intentions. The less you fold it, the better it is, because less complications gonna come your way. The more you fold it, the more time you give yourself to come into this abundance that you're asking. So for example, if you're asking for your business to become a multi-dollar corporation, so fold it nicely, like many times, because you're giving yourself few years, because it's a long path, and you don't want to, for example, to get abundance for the first months of your business and then nothing else is coming. So the more abundance you're asking, if it's for your work and you're willing to stay at your job for 2 years, make more folds in your piece of paper. I'm asking for me and another person. In this ritual, I'm only asking that the wealth and abundance I'm expecting for the next few months. So it's only 2 folds. And that's why it's still quite big. It could be smaller. Hide your sigil so no one sees what it is. That's why I'm not showing it on camera as well. The less eyes see the sigils, the more omnipotent the sigil is, and tight it. And the ends of the string also set on fire, but just a little bit. It's like you give the intention, but you want your sigil intact. And put it here. Sigils, they work magic. Sigils are the most amazing things you can use in your practice because they have intention of the creator and they already have like this energetical input into the universe. So there is nothing that you should add yourself in order for it to work because someone worked hard on the sigil, and this is perfect. If you are among these people who actually can create their sigils themselves, you can do it as well. You can put your own sigil into your money ball. Now, let's talk about crystals. One of the best crystals to have in your money ball is emerald. Emeralds are quite expensive, so if you have, for example, a piece of jewelry that contains emerald, you can put it in your bowl. I have raw piece of emerald, and I'm gonna put it in my bowl as well. Emeralds are one of the most dark crystals. There are legends that when Lucifer fell from the Garden of Eden, he had an emerald stone in his forehead. So the stone fell and it was left behind, and Lucifer like cursed it in a way. He said, the one who's supposed to find this emerald stone will have the knowledge of all the secrets and mysteries that I have. And that's why the emerald tablet, that it's still like living legend, has all the secrets and answers, maybe because it was from Lucifer. And that's why emeralds, they have this ancient knowledge in them. Knowledge of how to become like rich, abundant like King Solomon, or how to become wise like King Solomon, or how to become yourself and how to attract all the things that you want. So having emerald piece on your altar is always a good idea, especially if you work with demons and the dark ones. And just for you to attract all the good things, emerald is always amazing. I also have a piece of Moldavite. Moldavites are amazing because they're meteorites, so they attract the celestial gods and they attract these aliens like powers and sources of energy that we're not aware of, because sometimes we humans, we believe that the thing's supposed to come from this thing or from that work, but we're not aware that the universe might have other plans for us. So we actually, by placing Moldavite or any type of tektite or any type of like literally like anything that comes from the skies, it gives you this freedom to manifest things that you don't expect. Another thing that I always love in my money balls is the desert rose. This is the rock that from deserts, and it also has this power of the sun. Those are quite affordable and they're very easy to find, and they're also very connecting with traveling. So if you manifest in travel, you can always have it on your altar. This rock actually really manifests travel in most unusual and mysterious way. The moment you start having it on your altar or in your pocket, it's like a few months later you are traveling somewhere. The easiest way to actually spread the energy of your money ball is to carry jewelry that was inside the money ball. So because green color is the color of this specific money ball, I'm having 2 rings with green crystals in them, and I'm gonna place them inside the money ball. So when the money ball spends at least 1 night on your altar, in the next day you can pick up the ring and wear it. And by wearing it during the day, you actually like still manifesting the abundance. By looking at this ring, you're gonna remember, oh, I'm wearing it because I'm manifesting abundance. And you know the reason why sometimes the manifestation doesn't work, because you don't believe in yourself, or you kind of like stopping yourself from receiving this abundance because You know, there is always like limitations of our minds. So these pieces of jewelry, it's like a reminder that you did this work. There is something manifesting in the air. And this is the representation that it's gonna come because it's real. So your mind understand that this is real, it's happening. Of course, in your money ball, you're supposed to have money. So the currency that you literally like using at the moment. And I have here my bank card. Because I work online, so I want money abundance come to my bank directly, like direct deposits from my online store. So I'm putting this card that I'm using, and it's connected to my bank account into my money ball, because I want money come directly to my card. Of course, I'm not showing it here because like everyone gonna see the bank number. And you can also put your credit card if you want money coming to your credit card. You can put the bank card that you also receive money from. For example, if it's from your work, the one that attached to your bank account is supposed to be in your money ball. If it's a new like Visa and someone pays for your Visa, put it there. If you just want to have unlimited money on your Visa card, put your Visa card, your MasterCard, like any type of card that you usually have on you when you pay. And the type of card that you always receive money from, if it's from work or from other people. Last ingredients that I'm going to be using are here. So the first ingredient I have, it's actually roses, like tiny dry roses or rose petals, because Belial, he causes one to be liked. So if you want to be liked, you have to be like in love with yourself. Roses are a representation of love and offerings to yourself and beauty. So I'm adding these roses to money balls to add beauty and to add self-love and to add a little bit of like magic of herbs as well. This is actually something to do with gypsy magic. They always work with herbs, and I really like it because it's very affordable, easy. Everyone has herbs like spices in their houses, and of course we can use them. This is thyme. Thyme is an amazing herb for manifesting abundance and money. I would put a little bit in your money bowl. You don't have to. If you don't work with herbs, it's not necessary to have them. But I would put it just a little bit, first of all, to ward off sick spirits, evil spirits. Because, you know, sometimes when you manifest something, it comes with a price. So we don't want any price to be paid. We want money come from the sun without attachments, without any negativity, just for us there. And we don't want to pay for it. We just want to have them. Nice and easy. The last ingredients I have here, this is actually goes from old gypsy magic. It's the most interesting thing to have, and these are acorns. I'm keeping them in the copper bowl because I picked them up myself in a forest. You might have them because this is the time for acorns actually to be on the tree, like these guys. So if you see them, pick them up. In gypsy magic, having an acorn, it's always a sign of abundance. Pick it up and put it in your pocket. When you come home, put it in a copper or metal thing, cover them. And the moment they lose their hats, like this, I call it a hat, because it's like fancy, they dressed. So the moment they lose them, they're ready to be worked with. And you can put them into your money bowl. I have two here because one is for me and one is for a person who is in my region as well. So if you have more than just one person, put like 2 acorns or 3 or 4, depending on how many people. So each acorn represent specific body, like physical body that's going to be receiving abundance. So I have 2 people here. And honestly, this is it. This is the money bowl that is done. You can close the cycle, close the circle by burning cinnamon stick again. But this is how it's done. I do recommend for you, when you kind of like put it together, your beautiful money bowl or abundance bowl or wealth bowl or prosperity bowl, you can have your own name for it. I do recommend you sit next to it, maybe light a candle or light the cinnamon stick and say some words like, be clear, tell universe what you really want, what kind of abundance you are attracting into your life, what do you want to see, in what way you actually want it to come to your life. Like, imagine that money are coming. What kind of money? Are they coming to your bank account? Envision it. If it's scarce, how much money do you actually want? Have a specific number for yourself. If it's abundance from sources that you don't know, try to imagine what would make you happy at the moment. And then for a few minutes, I want you to be quiet and imagine how you're going to spend this money. Where are they going to? Who's going to be on the receiving end of this money? What kind of things that you're going to buy with this money? Imagine that you're already spending this money. Show the universe that you have like specific like attachments to this money, because you need them. You need to spend them because you kind of like, you can live without this money, because universe only helps when universe see that you need something. If you don't need it, like some people, they don't believe in manifesting money because they think if they come, they come. So if you don't need this money, if you don't show universe that you actually require this money, why your demon, your angel, or any deity you work with gonna send you money if you don't want them? Don't be scared of spending money. Even, I'm not talking about like crazy amounts of money, but if you're passing by a coffee shop and you really want to buy a coffee but you think it's too expensive, just buy it. The moment you spend your money, especially after your money ball is set, the moment you spend your money, more should come back. So if you want to participate in this ritual or in this money ball, you can create your own. This is just the guidelines. But if you want to be a part of this specific ritual, but you don't have anything with you, like you're traveling or there is no way you can buy anything, if you have money at the moment, buy the sigil that I used, and it's going to be right away like the energy of this money ball is going to come to you. And if you don't have access to anything, or you don't even have credit card, but you really want to try, do something simple. Just pick few ingredients that you have. I'm pretty sure you can find cinnamon stick, you can find thyme, you can find candles, you can find bay leaf, and do like a tiny simple money ball that you can afford at the moment and you can create at the moment. Magic should be affordable. If you're blessed with abundance in the moment that you can afford a lot of things and beautiful ball, do it. Spend your money, don't be scared. But if you don't have anything, you always have everything you need to create your magic. You are the gifted one, you're the magical one. Even having a bay leaf and a cinnamon stick is enough to manifest something amazing in your life. So I dare you to try this money ball, this beautiful ritual or spell. Leave it on your altar. Of course, like the credit card you can take next morning and start using it, bank card as well. But in the night, like I would recommend you to put it back in the money pool. But if you want to leave it longer, like I would usually leave this money ball until full moon, and then I just like take everything away from it and disregard everything. I just burn everything to the ashes that should be burned, and the rest of the things I just leave it on my altar. And if you want to leave it longer, if you have like longer ideas for it, you can leave it on your altar forever. You can add new pieces, you can remove something. It's like literally, it's a perfect piece. It's very intuitive. You can add whatever you want, you can create whatever you want. Be creative, use your imagination, trust your gut feeling and your intuition. And I hope abundance and wealth, prosperity, success, money are coming your way as we speak. And good luck with everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.